Graduates and staff, will you please face the stage? Shall I go again? Graduates and staff, will you please face the stage? Hello and welcome to Loveland High School's graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. Please remain standing and remove your hats as the members of the Loveland High School JROTC program present the colors. On this Memorial Day weekend, we would like to observe a moment of silence and remember those 33 Loveland High School graduates who made the ultimate sacrifice so that we may continue to live in freedom. Thank you, and please remain standing as senior members of the Loveland High School Choir sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Good afternoon, parents, family members, friends, staff, and my fellow classmates. Welcome to the graduation for the Loveland High School class of 2025. My name is Caitlin Little, and I am the student body president. First and foremost, I want thank you to all of our honored guests for being with us on this momentous occasion. Before we turn our attention to celebrating the achievements of the class of 2025, I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of the remarkable role models who have guided, supported, and inspired us along our journey here at Loveland High School. Through all the ways LHS has changed the past few years, one thing has remained constant: Ms. Taylor Bushy's unwavering dedication and contagious school spirit. Since returning to Loveland as a social worker, she has embraced this community with open arms. Whether she's walking the halls with a welcoming smile, greeting students by name, or showing up to Spirit Days in the most creative and unforgettable outfits, Ms. Bushy brings an energy and authenticity that reminds us all the joy found in being present and involved. Equally deserving of our appreciation is Coach Yossi. Whether you were lucky enough to be in his class, a part of his team, or simply passed him in the halls, you felt seen, valued, and supported. His commitment to building school spirit and creating a culture of inclusion has left a lasting impact. Thanks to his leadership, LHS is not just a school, it's a community where everyone belongs. I'd also like to honor Mr. Devine. Not only does he teach students human geography, but he leads high school students in northern Colorado on service trips all over the world. Through these experiences, he doesn't just teach about global citizenship, he lives it. He helps students discover the power of service, empathy, and perspective, leaving a lasting imprint on hearts and minds. Of course, we cannot forget the incredible Molly Davies. This year, she took on the new role of instructional coach and activities coordinator, but her contribution goes far beyond any job title. If you ask anyone what she does, they might struggle to list it all because she truly does everything. She's the quiet force behind the scenes, the one who makes the impossible happen, keeps things running, and lifts others up without asking for any credit in return. Her kindness, organization, and dedication to every detail are what truly make her the heart of our school. These individuals, and so many others, have shaped our high school experience in ways that go far beyond the classroom. They've taught us not only what it means to be scholars, but also what it means to lead with compassion, to serve with humility, and to be fully present for those around us. As seniors, I'm proud to say that we've followed their example very well. One of my favorite memories was attending the Unified Games. Whether it was basketball, flag football, or track, our stands were filled with students cheering, announcing, and celebrating together. That energy, that sense of unity, is what made those events so special, and it's because of us. Our leadership didn't stop at the school walls. This class has made its mark on the broader community as well. For the third year in a row, a Loveland High School senior was named Miss Loveland Valentine, and this year that honor went to Ella Pettit. She embodies the spirit of Loveland, compassionate, driven, and committed to something bigger than herself. That same spirit was on full display when our class came together during the T-Mobile Friday Night Lights competition. Through teamwork and determination, we raised $30,000 to support future athletics and activities program, knowing fully that we would not directly benefit from it. That's the kind of legacy we are leaving behind. High school has also taught us far more than any textbook ever could. We've learned to lean on each other. A good community is essential because it fosters belonging, trust, and mutual support, creating a space where individuals feel valued, connected, and empowered to grow together. This is Loveland. We've learned to rise after setbacks. Resiliency is the ability to adapt, recover, and grow stronger in the face of challenges, adversity, or setback. This is Loveland. We've learned to lead with empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings, perspectives, and experiences of others with compassion and without judgment. This is Loveland. And lastly, we've learned to speak with purpose. Both verbal and nonverbal communication, being able to advocate for yourself, and to be able to find your voice. This is Loveland. These are the lessons that will guide us no matter where our future leads. Yes, our diplomas represent academic success, but the real measure of our time is the kind of people we've become. So as we step into the next chapter, let's carry forward the values we've embraced, the relationships we've built, and the courage to make a difference, no matter how small the moment may seem. Here we are as we wrap up this current chapter and begin new ones. Know this: we matter. The work we have put into completing the last 4 years matters, and the community we have built around us matters. Let's go forward, ready to lead, ready to serve, and ready to make the world a better place. Be Loveland, be the best. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Loveland High School's chamber choir singing High Flight. So the piano doesn't actually have sound right now, so give us just a moment. Is there a sound guy anywhere? Okay, so while we're figuring out our little technical difficulties with the piano, I would like to introduce our senior speaker. She is an academic All-American in debate, cheer, and a DECA captain who, along with FBLA, FCCLA, has qualified to state 11 times, a 2-time finalist and second in Colorado, a 5-time national qualifier with 30 total awards, Lily Kamikeli with her student address, Be the Best, Be Loveland.
Good afternoon, Loveland. Thank you all for taking a couple of hours out of your day to congratulate our class. I am honored to share such a bittersweet experience with you. I am a graduate of the class of 2025, if the cap and gown doesn't make that obvious already. I would like to start by congratulating everyone here, including the students who still have years of schooling ahead of them for making it as far as you have, our parents for raising such successful young adults, and our teachers for helping us pass, even when the hallway smelled like BO and teen hormones. As for my fellow graduates, I am honored to share this experience with you, and I would like to remind you to take a moment to congratulate yourselves for the long nights you have spent studying and the early mornings when not even the sun was up to greet you. Regardless of the unquantifiable hours we have spent learning, there's one thing I must tell those who are not already aware. School cannot teach you everything, and it surely can't prepare you for everything. Sorry to say it, but not a single teacher in today's audience ever taught me how to write a graduation speech. But if you ask me to name the 24 necessary components in the MLA format, I could. In hindsight, nothing can prepare us for surreal moments like this one, not even a paper. However, people, your community, and yourself have already prepared you for the unwritten future ahead. As daunting as it may be, each and every individual in this room already has the qualities necessary to continue to succeed. This is accredited not only to your education, but predominantly to your support systems and experiences. We must understand that we have been through a long time coming, and our support systems have helped us grow. The most frequent phrase I have heard during my time in the Loveland community, at the games, assemblies, and in the hallways was easily Loveland's 5-word motto: be Loveland, be the best. During passing periods and the outrageous amount of time it took me to get out of the overcrowded Loveland parking lot, I contemplated what they really meant by being the best. After 4 years, I can finally present an answer to you today. It is the events, individuals, and effort that makes Loveland the best. I ask you all to recall back to your first day of high school. At Loveland, you can expect to be greeted by our student council and then by our cheer team, who, luckily for me, had just become my new teammates. You are then welcomed by our staff at the assembly and are guided to class. The first day of high school was much more organized and simple than I ever could have imagined, and I truly believe that many can say the same. This effort put on by Loveland never ceased. My teachers were always accessible, intelligent, and caring, not only about my grades, but about my life. Our security guards were always extremely kind, and even our janitorial staff never failed to be some of the sweetest, easiest friends one could make while at Loveland. Now this is not to undermine the effort and solidarity of its students. I now ask you all to recall back to the morning of your first ever school dance. As a teen girl, for me, this meant dyeing my hair, painting my nails, and 10,000 other tasks that I do not have the time to name. The most enjoyable task, however, blasting Kendrick Lamar, driving with my best friends, and eating the cheapest meal I could find at the most expensive restaurant that none of us could actually afford. The friends you choose throughout school are some that you will have for your entire life. But even if they aren't, they have made a lifelong impact on us. Positive or negative, these individuals have affected our values, building us up as people daily, bringing us joy, support, and laughter. As bittersweet as it is for some of us who are leaving our support systems, I must remind you that these individuals are the reasons for your values, desires, and ethics. They have made you into the successful, brilliant young adults that you are. Every student at Loveland that I've ever had the privilege of meeting has taught me the important lesson that it is this effort towards each other that makes Loveland the best. The smiles, advice, and just a couple quiz answers to make sure our class would be passing the final is what ensured Loveland was constantly ranking above its competing schools. It is important to remember how much your effort on a daily basis not only impacts the lives of others, but our community reputation remains positive as an effort of its students. These dedicated students also ensure that we have the best times. I finally ask you all to reference your future, and for some, your past. The night of graduation. While it is impossible to tell what the next few weeks may bring, I am confident that we will have the time of our lives. While there may seem to be so much unknown, there always has been. There's never been a time where we were 100% confident on our futures or on what would come next. But do not let this unwritten future scare you. Rather, grab your pen and start writing, because Loveland has given us not only the academic and athletic, but the social and ethical experience necessary to write anything in our pages. Life will always be what you make of it, and so is high school. Tonight, we celebrate, because for the last time, we are Loveland, and we are the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily Kamakeli. And now, at this time, I would like to reintroduce Loveland High School's Chamber Choir singing High Flight.
Fly, 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 fly.
Thank you, Chamber Choir. Our next performer is Annie Mosh, who has been a part of all Loveland choirs for all 4 years at Loveland. She was selected for many honors choirs along with the 2025 Colorado All-State Choir. She has been a part of many programs at Loveland and is very excited to pursue a music education career. Singing and signing Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell, please welcome Annie Mosh.
Rows and rows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing where you feel as every fairy tale becomes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave 'em laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let 'em know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends, they're acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life. I've looked at life from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall.
Thank you so much, Annie. And now, please welcome the principal of Loveland High School, Mr. Sean Collins, with several special recognitions, the principal's address, and to present the class of 2025 to the school board and district personnel.
Holy smokes, I don't think I can beat those two. So I'm going to try not to beat it. It was pretty absolutely amazing. So thank you both to the choir and to the performances that we had today. Absolutely amazing. Before I begin, I just want to take a second real quick to thank on this Memorial Day weekend all of the veterans that are out there and all of our Red Wolves that are enlisted in the military. Thank you so very much. Good afternoon, families, friends, faculty, and most importantly, members of the Loveland High School class of 2025. Today we celebrate the culmination of 4 years that have shaped you not just as students, but as people of strength, character, and resilience. In the spirit of that growth, I want to offer you 2 timeless pieces of wisdom from the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig." In a world that tries to measure your worth by your social media followers, your posts, your likes, the amount of money you make, the kind of possessions you have, and your outward appearance, and the mistakes of the past, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the real strength of goodness aren't external, they're already inside you. And the more you dig, the more you preserve, reflect, and grow, the more you uncover your own potential. Class of 2025, you've done a lot of digging to find yourself over these last 4 years. You didn't wait for the perfect circumstances to find out who you are. There are so many examples of times that you have created your own moments of excellence. I'm going to point out just a very few of those. This year, our musical Mamma Mia received our first ever Bobby G Award, which is the highest award that a high school can receive for a musical performance. A milestone in school history made possible by your talent, dedication, and heart. Our boys basketball team, led by this very senior class, won its first home playoff game in over 20 years. And I do want to say to the basketball team, you almost got me a speeding ticket heading home that night. So I was so excited. Our DECA chapter didn't show up to compete this year. They came home as state champions, continuing our standard for what is possible here at Loveland High School. And let's not forget that this class, the class of 2025, was awarded over $5.1 million in scholarships. That's not just money, that's recognition of all your work ethic, your academic excellence, and your future potential. You've accomplished all of this during a time when the world around you wasn't always predictable or kind, and yet you didn't fold, you rose, you looked within. Marcus Aurelius also tells us that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Think about that. The very things that seem to block your path often becomes the path itself. Every late night of studying, every setback, every canceled event, or changed plans. The rain today might cancel one of your parties today, but I will tell you that he says that those interruptions are just part of your growth. So when the next obstacle shows up, and it will, don't just endure it, learn from it. Let it shape you, let it show you the next step forward, but the obstacle does not define you. Class of 2025, you are not just graduates. You are artists, athletes, entrepreneurs, scholars, and leaders. You are the dreamers and doers of tomorrow. But most importantly, you are the kind of person who knows how to find the good within, even when the world outside feels uncertain. Congratulations, graduates. You've already proven that you can thrive. Here at Loveland High School, the mission is developing students to be successful in the global community. I am confident that you are ready. Now go and turn every obstacle into the way forward. Thank you, and go Loveland. Now, seniors, please rise. Superintendent Schaefer, Thompson School District representatives, and members of the Board of Education, it is with great pleasure that I hereby certify that all of the students before you have met and or exceeded the graduation requirements of Thompson School District. Seniors in the first two rows, please remain standing. All others may be seated at this time. Please welcome our heralds to the stage to read the following names. Student Council members Jace Martin, Illa Steving, Morgan Downing, and Nathan Bowman.
Now presenting School Resource Officer Ben Avitia, Jose Macario Flores.
Now presenting Miss Jen Jantz, Kylie Renee Hofer.
Anthony Martin LaSalle.
Brandon Richard Storer.
James, how do I make this higher? Now presenting Mr. Daryl Baca, Jaden Addy Jacob.
Now presenting Miss Nicole Kraling, Colton John Pabst.
Alexander Owen Martin.
Do I wait a second for this? Now presenting Mrs. Jen Lyle, Vanessa Shea Banks.
Catherine Renee Mueller.
Peyton Roy Brummett.
Emily Nicole Sanderson.
Mason Christopher Wager.
Now presenting retired Master Sergeant Rex Beach, Julius Caden Kirk.
Now presenting Mr. Richie Lynn, Sarah Sophia Molina Sleep.
Now presenting Miss Karen Beezer, Peyton Robert Atterbury.
Now presenting Miss Alyssa Marchiori, Garrett Mason Duffy.
Sabian Chavis Young.
Jaden Lynn Tiernan.
Devin Ann Culp.
Now presenting Miss Karen Mason-Garb, Aubrey Lynn Livermore.
Valedictorian, Chelsea Grace Kennedy.
Matthew Justin Miali.
Joshua Paul Lapointe.
Leslie Vianney Morales Quintana.
Enola Beatrice Ramey.
Mason Wesley Perkins.
Preston Max Roundy.
Now presenting Mrs. Emily McClellan. Sydney Claire Moore.
Alexa Catherine Seaman.
Now presenting Mr. Gary Metzger. Jace Peyton Pearson.
Now presenting on behalf of Mr. Bruce Bowman, Ms. Karen Beezer, Jackson Lee Robert Beckett Goltz.
Samuel Anthony Perez.
David Angel Diaz.
Now presenting Miss Kaya Monson. Duncan Miller Bergstrom.
Timothy James Duggins.
Ileana Mylene Capaya.
Davin Clifford Larson.
Annalie Lauren Mosh.
Alan Fernandez Perez.
Hannah Rose Pancoast.
Willow Ruby Ryder.
Kaylee Lynn Stofa.
Now presenting Miss Elena Bruce. Asher Quinn McDaniel.
Brandon Kessler Stone.
Now presenting Miss Colleen Tchaikovsky, Abigail Faith Williams.
Ebony Renee Valdez.
Now presenting Mr. Brett Kane, Lauren Jean Sadaka.
Now presenting Mr. Gregory Morrison. Jackson Scott Gooden.
Landon Patrick Seitz.
Now presenting Mr. Jay Mosier. Joshua Nim Pack.
Marlene Soto Castillo.
Now presenting Mr. Jackson Mueller. Sarah Kathleen Harris.
Emily Renee Thill.
Now presenting Miss Lindsay Nelson. Destiny Marie Clausen.
Now presenting Mr. Brian Kaiser, George Andrew Flesh.
Now presenting Mrs. Ashley Norvell. Peyton Jeremiah Bernstein.
Julian Anthony Hayes.
Now presenting Mrs. Lisa Neihart. Olivia Darylyn Dinsmore.
Jackson Adrian Lopez.
Now presenting Mr. Tristan Oliver. Tredarian Desmond Freeman.
Susie Joaquin Pierce.
Alexis Don Floyd.
Anson Grant Rob Lee Sparks.
Emily Nicole Hernandez Hernandez.
Ashton John Smith.
Now presenting Mrs. Kendra Omlid. Hunter Lee Beatty.
Now presenting Mr. A.J. Clark, Moxon James Allen.
Grace Lynn Carrick.
Dylan Ewing Stalker.
Avery Leanne Drew.
Now presenting Mr. Randy Click, Samantha Dare Umquist.
Ethan Jackson Straw.
Nicholas Gerald Kleintobe.
Now presenting Miss Sabrina Opila. Aiden Wayne Nichols.
Aiden Matthew Roberts.
Jacob Benjamin Yaden Jr.
Now presenting Miss Lane Conroy, Elena Rose Cron.
Now presenting Miss Jennifer Owen, Sophia Rayleigh Lund.
Now presenting Mr. Nathan Cook, Joseph Paul Cercenis.
Now presenting Mrs. Chandon Perry, Genevieve Lorenza Arsberger.
Sutton Cassidy Hanna.
Kaylee Tama Delahousse.
Tucker Lewis Jones.
Connor Reed Easter.
Wyatt Eugene Sanderson.
Elena Lynn Garcia.
Christopher James Sanford.
Elsie Nicole Hansen.
Now presenting Mr. Damian Kuche, August and Nicole Hinson.
Addison Lynn Kuzmich.
Robert Ryan James.
Kaylee Jean Norton.
Jordan Isai Lopez.
Addison Camille Oden.
Devin Joseph Edward Simpkins.
Francis Isabel Perea.
Daniel Mathalena Wilson.
Tava Marie Poppenhagen.
Now presenting Mrs. Molly Davies, Addison Sophia Chase.
Peyton Sharon Post.
Zane Nolan D'Souza.
Peyton Elizabeth Rickert.
Brianna Jordan Durham.
Amira Renee Sanders.
Grace Marie Kistler.
Maya Elaine Silva.
Caitlin Marie Little.
Alexa Jaden Smith.
Emma Rosalie Smith.
Now presenting Mr. Jeremy Pett, Amelia Gail Pett.
Allie Lynn Zink.
Now presenting Miss Aviva Flock, Nathan Jaden Anderson.
Now presenting Mr. Patrick DeMartine, Lily Kalani Kamakeli.
Bianca Guadalupe Belon.
Ellie Kate Moran.
Katarina Devena Billy Clark.
Now presenting Mr. David De Santiago, Jake Darren Gunn.
Liliana Nevea Cruz.
Robert Frank Guptill.
Jesse Caden Davis.
Aaron Eugene LaSalle.
Ezekiel David Graves.
Evan Lee Milton McTeer.
Shyla Rose Landry.
Now presenting Miss Margot Dominguez, Owen Isidro Crowley.
Clayton Robert Mason.
Now presenting Miss Kayla Donovan, Isaac Ray Bain.
Now presenting Dr. Carmen Polka, Maggie May Heeran.
Tristan John Davis.
Now presenting Mrs. Jennifer Pomeranka, Courtney Ann Griffin.
Alexa Jalen Fisher.
Now presenting Mr. David Powell, William Taylor Dunbar.
Gianna Marie Pascucci.
Now presenting Mrs. Diana Richard, Michael Edward Ambrosevich.
Emily Nicole Rivera.
Kaylin Farley Carroll.
Roxy Ann Sayre.
Anthony Salgado Pera.
Ayushma Aspen Shretz.
Now presenting Mrs. Jara Robertson, Davin Paul Reinhardt.
Adria Emerson Smith.
Aurora Ann Quinn Smith.
Isla Renee Steving.
Now presenting Miss Robin Rickus, Morgan Jean Downing.
Alana Joy Ticelli.
Now presenting Mr. Landon Santaramo, Brandon Lee Barnes.
Mari Luis Valenzuela.
Jordan George Bautista.
Gia Ryan Warner.
Bryce Matthew Blomberg.
Madison Brooke Winklepleck.
Daniel Plaza Espinoza.
Now presenting Miss Lexi Dozier, Riley Robin Chase.
Zachary Dustin Goyce.
Now presenting Mr. Nolan Easton, Ryder Caden Easton Urias.
Eric Anthony Olivas.
Thank you.
Now presenting Mr. Mike Felton, Weston Lee Beamer.
Tiffany Beatrice Saquedo Cuevas.
Braden Lee Galloway. Braden Lee Galloway.
Now presenting Miss Angie Slavok, Tristan Keene Taylor.
Kara Alice Goodrich.
Now presenting retired Sergeant Major Bruce Schnabel. Tori Nicole Nichols.
Leah Catherine Sponable, AVA.
Now presenting Miss Jenna Sheely. Derek Perkins.
Garrett Wendell Switzer.
Isadora Beatrix Perry.
Connor Michael Vale.
Vittorio Peters.
Now presenting Mr. Kyle Friesen. Eric Thomas Barthel.
Kieran Scott Scanavino.
Kayla Alexis Chapman.
Now presenting Mr. Daniel Smith. Holden James Littlefield.
Isabel Emma Fortner.
Samantha K. Peroto.
Logan Paul Kocher.
Now presenting Miss Ether Snyder. Ezra Alexander Martinez.
Tyler James Nurton.
Now presenting Mr. Milo Sponheim. Amanda Isabel Hybeck.
Nina Lynn Verlarde Vega.
Now presenting Mr. Chris Stein. Henry Isaac Tyrell.
Now presenting Miss Wendy Frost. Phoenix Mackenzie Morrison.
Now presenting Miss Isabel Tareen. Kimberly Margaret Garcia Vasquez.
Now presenting Miss Stacy Gallegos. Caven Lane Buckholtz.
Luis Angel Torres Gonzalez.
Now presenting Mr. Arnaud Garcia. Colin Stephen Monroe.
Now presenting Mr. Sean Taylor. Ryan Michael Cortez.
Ivan Roderick Perry.
Now presenting Mr. Jeff Thomas. Noah Aaron Joseph Lynn.
Valedictorian Jonathan Allen Tika.
Now presenting Miss Julie Trosper. Aaron Fernando Cordova.
Now presenting Mr. Matt Gebhardt. Mason Joseph Morris.
Riley Ramona Dimmitt.
Now presenting Miss Steph Gerlowski. Joel Isaac Gomez Chavez.
Taylor Marie Jones.
Brenner Joseph Cordova.
Ambria Ann Limburg.
Sharon Rose Balderrama Mendoza.
Chevy Jeremiah Lopez.
Jose Maria Bugarin Morales.
Jace Davis Martin.
Orlando Maurice Stewart.
Isabel Ali Romaldo.
Now presenting Miss Bonnie Glade, Bryce Lane Spencer.
Callie Megan Sauer.
Now presenting Mr. Nathan Hummel, Jordan Page Bandemere.
Now presenting Mr. Ryan Turner, Carter Joseph Butler.
Riley J. Barnes.
Braden Richard Cheever.
Neve Aline Kada.
Lauren Elizabeth Farrell.
Julian Joseph Chavez Crespin.
Landon Christopher Russell Howard.
Isabella Blythe Delgado.
Kimberly Mary Hyatt.
Ava Marie Filer.
Noah Scott Papadottos.
Maxwell Joseph Gilchrist.
Devin Michael Pearl.
Ethan Ray Hernandez.
Ava Jane Percha.
Trenton David Hinsman.
Sienna May Thatcher.
Shane Paul Legay.
Story Lynn Turner.
Aiden Jeffrey Lindgren.
Now presenting Mr. Jeffrin Von Reich. Hayden Scott Kellogg.
Evan David McCann.
Now presenting Miss Julie Ward. Ryan Richard Ward.
Cody George Moore.
Now presenting Mr. Michael Williams. Clayton Walker Bonds.
Jaza May Mudrun.
Devin Cedric Lopez.
Halia Marie Pearson.
Andrew Zane Martin.
Nick Ryan Rakowski.
Courtney Grace Stevenson.
Avery Lene Sargent.
Now presenting Mr. Ryan Williams. Peyton Way Williams.
Autumn Lily Siebenthal.
Now presenting Mr. Derek Yassi. Maxwell Parker Beagle.
Zachary William Talon.
Nathan Stanley Bowman.
Evan Richard Zeminski.
David Ortiz Gaitan.
Now presenting Mr. Marty Jaskin. Mateo Erasum Castilian Juan Carina.
Now presenting senior class sponsor Jennifer Jans. Aiden James Antolin.
Now presenting retired Lieutenant Colonel Willie Jones. Carson Alvia North.
Ryan Reese Bartlett.
Now presenting Mr. Josh Kaskak, Razel Christopher Buffington.
Colvin Allen Blake II.
Hunter Barton Brett Livermore.
Aiden James Bird.
Now presenting Mrs. Sam Cresson, Cassidy Noel Morrison.
Lily Marie Cook.
Brody Brooks Pitlock.
Serenity Joanne Handy.
Blake Maxwell Wright.
Emma Catherine Johnson.
Now presenting Mr. Jim Kuhn, Abigail Moselle Flores Wright.
Salutatorian Sophia Marie Martin.
Javen Trevance Harper.
Anita Rose Montoya.
Preston James Hathaway.
Hannah Lily Peterson.
Trista Brooke Paget.
Ryan Matthew Rose.
Devlin Lee Perry.
Carson John Runco.
Cody Michael Ramey.
Tatum Brooke Sandoval.
Jaden Suellen Toomey.
Ella Ruthann Shaw.
Seth Michael Wade II.
Landon Alexander Skoglund.
Now presenting Miss Laura LaBelle, Alexandra Yared Felix Valdez.
Zoe June Starr.
Jocelyn Gutierrez.
Jonathan Roger Stout.
Jesus David Lopez Hernandez.
James Felix Weigel.
Victor Manuel Noriga.
Brody Lane Waldrop.
Now presenting Mr. Alexander Lindsay, Edward Robert Jacobson.
Dylan Parker Wheatley.
Lucas Barton Knitter.
Josiah Robert Whitty.
Now presenting Miss Anna Belen Lopez Alvarez, Lucas Fernandez Lopez.
Carly Aldina Wurtzler.
Alexander Nava Karkama. Now presenting Mr. Troy Lucenhop, Weston James Bockelman. Drake Dahl Froling. Caleb Matthew Gear. Orion Lewis Hatton. Cimarron Benjamin Long. Ella Ryan Grace Pettit. Benjamin Wyatt Thomas Roberts. Abigail LeRae Stearns. Sophia Marie Wachtman.
Thank you. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. There is a tradition that takes place at the end of each graduation ceremony, the moving of the tassel. This symbolizes one transition from candidate to graduate. Standard protocol dictates that the tassel be worn on the right side of the cap, and then at the end of the ceremony, move to the left side. This symbolizes a new part of our life is beginning as another part is coming to the end. Now, class of 2025, please rise. And join me as we move our tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations! Go forth, chase your dreams, and never stop being the incredible, good people you are destined to be. Congratulations, and you are now dismissed.